Managing your people has become a complex science over the last few years and a key area of interest for companies wishing to attract and maintain a safe and productive workforce. But with all the information in separate systems, constantly changing HR requirements, and in some cases dozens of rosters at a single site, it is easy to get swept away in the flood of data. While the information eventually ends up in the hands of the finance department, the path to get there is fraught with complexity and failure points. From handwritten cards distributed to staff, to copying employee rosters from internal systems that are reproduced in spreadsheets and subsequently taped to the wall, to keep everyone informed. And of course, your site has its own operating systems, and therefore a one-size-fits-all approach will not work. The number of databases, separate rosters to accommodate the requirements of individuals, and the stipulations of new HR laws are not decreasing. They are only going to grow at a higher and higher velocity. So, what can we do about it? Intivate have developed the POLR Organiser application. POLR Organiser brings together all the separate databases from across all sites and provides the exact visibility that everyone needs. From an individual looking at their roster, to the supervisor managing their day-to-day operations and tasks, all the way to managing a site with thousands of people and dozens of roster patterns. So let's have a look at a day in the life of a single team member as we follow Melanie throughout her day, and watch how this information is used at all levels of the organisation. This is Melanie, and she is checking her roster for the week from home. She can review her roster, and if there's an important event coming up in the future, leave can be requested all within the same interface. This means no more handwritten leave requests or emails sent to supervisors that may get lost. This is all done from the same interface. Her supervisor can see that Melanie has requested those days off and choose to approve or reject her request in the same interface, and if required, transfer a person from another crew to cover Melanie for that time. This is all done with a few simple mouse clicks. But today is a normal day, and Melanie is off to work. When Melanie gets to the gate, she swipes on to gain access. This is the first time Melanie interacts with the database today. She swipes on, and straight away, POLR Organiser registers her as being rostered on and now on site. Melanie is assigned to TK159, which is a haul truck. With other modules in POLR, you can see what the exact plan versus actuals were for that truck. But today, we are focused on managing our team and making sure they are safe. Now we can see that Melanie hops off the truck and is on a break, and it looks like a pretty standard day of productivity, moving from one truck to another with breaks in between. The value of your data exponentially increases the more context you have. One of the ways an Intivate client is using this data is to see how long a team member has been inactive during the day. Here we can see Rodney logged off the drag line and 3 hours later is still not back on. The supervisor can view this dashboard and investigate or make shift notes if he has asked Rodney to perform other tasks. To finish Melanie's day, we can see that she leaves through a different gate to the one she entered, but we know exactly who is on site at all times. All of this data is captured in POLR Organiser and relayed in real time to supervisors via dashboards on their mobile devices and of course payroll, where they can access the information and dashboards. Some clients have POLR Organiser integrated directly with their finance systems to make the entire process seamless. Because all the information is in one system, we can make sure we are managing fatigue, health and safety, and our most important asset, our people. For more information about the POLR Organiser application and how we can tailor a solution that suits your specific needs, please visit www.polr.com.au or simply email info@polr.com.au to contact us directly.